I'm going to grab our skirt steak, and you can see that a skirt steak is a kind of long piece, so it goes along the belly of the cow. You can almost see how it would be between the ribs at the diaphragm. And we're going to take this, and what I like to do is cut it into a few pieces so that when we grill it, it's easier to handle. So I'm going to do that first. So now we have 4 pieces that are easier to handle on the grill. I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to take some of our marinade. We don't need that much of it. And I'm going to just toss it with the meat. And for the marinating part, one thing that I usually do is add just a little bit of extra salt. And we're going to pause, clean up, come back, and cook this. Remember, it needs to marinate for about half an hour. So here is your beautiful skirt steak with some of the chimichurri as a marinade. So we've got a nice hot griddle here, and we're going to start our skirt steak cooking. It doesn't take very long. The whole grilling process is only going to take 5 minutes. We want this meat to be served medium rare. Too rare and it doesn't taste right. Too well done and it gets tough. So here we have it all turned, grill marked beautifully. Now how do you tell when it's done? Here's my secret. You touch it and you feel how giving it is. And there's a really nice way to measure that, which is that if you take your thumb and your first finger and you put them together gently, the way this part of your hand feels is kind of the feeling of raw meat. You put these two together, you get medium rare. You can feel that texture there. So if you feel that in your meat, it's perfect. If you go much farther, you get the well done feel. You get stiff. So you can feel on the meat exactly how done it is. Now what we're going to do is take this off and we're going to rest it. We have to rest it for 2-3 minutes, and there's a reason for that. When you've cooked a piece of meat and you take it right off the grill or out of the oven or any of that, the juices are all bubbling inside of it. So if you cut it right away, all those juices are just going to bubble right out. If you let it rest until the juice motion subsides, first of all, you get an equalization of the temperature on the outside and the inside, so you get an evener look. And second of all, you have much juicier product because you haven't lost it all on the cutting board. So we're going to give this a couple minutes rest. It's small. It's beautiful, isn't it? We don't need a whole lot of time because it's a very thin piece. If I were taking a rib roast out of the oven, I might want to rest it for 20-25 minutes to equalize the temperatures and finish the cooking and let the juices relax. But this little piece of meat doesn't take very long. So as soon as we've done that, we're going to cut it up, we're going to sauce it, and we're going to eat it. So our meat has rested for 3 minutes. And one thing you're going to notice about it is we have some thin piece, medium piece, and thick parts. And that's really nice because there's going to be someone that really likes it more well done and someone that likes it a little more rare. The other thing you'll notice is that I'm not cutting it this way. That's with the grain of the meat, and it will give you a very tough result. So what I'm going to do is turn it around and slice it on an angle, and it's beautiful, perfect medium rare. And you can see how pretty it is here. So I'm going to slice it, and I'm going to get the ones I've sliced, I'm going to get out of the way and put them on my platter. And here's the well one. Hopefully you don't have too many people who like it well because it's smaller, because it's thinner. And then we have 2 more pieces. And you can see that it's just juicy and beautiful, and you'll notice that all the juice is not coming out of the meat and ending up on the cutting board. It's all juicy and lovely in the meat. So here we have our beautiful meat on the platter, and you can see it's juicy, but it's not gushing juices out, which is just what you want. It's fresh, it's beautiful. And let's put some of our chimichurri sauce on it, and then we can eat. Okay, ready to go. Enjoy.